Welcome back. It is Friday, May 5th in the NBA. My favorite picks are on the way. We're going to talk all about the Boston Celtics traveling to Philadelphia to take on the Sixers. It is game 3, tied 1-1. I got my favorite player prop, same game parlay, and an underdog fantasy entry coming your guys' way. Now, normally I would recap how our picks did, but I'm actually recording this before the Lakers-Warriors game 2 tips off. As always, I'm still going to recap it. We're always going to be transparent. Hopefully we brought out the brooms there, but this is the first game on the slate. If you're curious for my favorite plays in the Nuggets versus Suns game 3, don't worry. I have a completely separate video. It was posted right after this one. Top link in the description. You can check it out. Thumbnail looks exactly like the one you're seeing on the screen. It's probably live by the time you're watching this one. Now, a reminder that our friends at Underdog Fantasy on my shirt, they got a free square live right now for JAYLEN Brown to score 1 point in this game. Look, JAYLEN Brown's going to score 1 point, and you can take advantage of it. I'm going to take advantage of the free square later on in this video. You see how I'm using it. And of course, if you are new to Underdog Fantasy, make sure if you sign up, be sure to use our code COS to help support the channel, and you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Look, here's a map of all the states that you have pick'em eligible and take advantage of it. Look, a lot of states out there, take advantage of this. You can take advantage of that COS, use it, top link in the description, 100% deposit match. Now let's move on to my favorite plays. We're gonna start with a guy that we kind of love, and I promise I don't have a love fetish for this guy, but it is going to be a guy by the name of Marcus Smart, over 16.5 points plus assists, minus 111 on FanDuel. Now, if you're new to the channel, you're like, what the heck? Why is he talking about a love fetish for Smart? Well, in game 1, we took Smart's over 11.5 points. Didn't shoot in the first half, but he got it done, 12 points. In game 2, we took his over, identical to this one, 16.5 points plus assists. He got 17 right on the dot, and it shows lines are sharp. However, I think Smart's due a really big game, and maybe that comes in game 3. Now, I promise we aren't going to bet Smart probably every single game this series, but that's what it looks like so far. But I still think Smart is due a nice game, and I think it comes here. Now, in game 1 or game 2, you saw Smart go out there. He had 16 points plus assists pretty early in the third quarter. But obviously the block came in there, and he ended up with 17 on the dot, had 15 points, 14 field goal attempts, no free throw attempts, 2 assists, only 2. I expect more assists today on 5 potential assists. If you need an individual line, you probably just want to take his over 11.5 points in case this does go up. Now, you look at Smart this postseason, he's over this line in 7 of 8 playoff games, and with Embiid back, the paint's going to be pretty clogged, and we've seen Jason Tatum struggle against this Sixers defense. Now, in game 1, he went off. Joel Embiid wasn't there. We saw them make adjustments in the second half of game 1. Then we saw in game 2, Tatum put up a 7-point game. Now, sure, foul trouble played a role there, and while I expect Tatum to score more than 7 points today, and that's not a bold prediction, I don't think Tatum, scores, 39 points like it did in game 1. So I think the other guy's going to have to step up, like the Jaylen Browns, the Marcus Smarts, the Derek Whites, the Malcolm Brogdons of the world, and Smart can go out here and attempt his shots. Like I said, that first game when he attempted 0 field goal attempts in the first half was an anomaly. We've seen him attempt 10-plus field goal attempts in 6 of 8 playoff games so far this year. And look, the 2 games he didn't, he was dealing with foul trouble. But Smart, over this line in 30 of 38 games, 78% of the time, including the playoffs, when he shoots 10 or more times. I think he shoots more than that today. Like you said, he barely played in the fourth quarter. I think this is a close game. The spread's only 1.5. I think the Sixers actually got a chance at winning this one. It's not going to be a 34-point blowout like we saw in game 2. Smart over this in 16 and of 21 games last postseason. Obviously, Brogdon wasn't on the team there, but still, I think Smart is a big integral part of this defense. He needs to be out there to play his minutes, and assuming he avoids foul trouble, which we cannot predict, I think he plays pretty well here and can get us 17 points plus assists. Smart is a guy that can score 17 points alone, but he's also going to get those assist chances in there, and I like his chances here. We've seen him actually step up on the road this postseason pretty well. In their first series against the Hawks, 3 games in Atlanta, Smart 32, 23, and 26 points plus assists, crushing the line. I think he plays above 32 minutes today. Shoots probably 10 to 15 times, maybe even more. You never know what gotten into Smart. I think Tatum struggles to score today. I think this is a big Smart game. He's going to get the field goal times, just banking on him, knocking him down. It's the 3rd straight game. We're riding with Marcus Smart. Hopefully it's not as sweaty as the first 2 games. Hopefully he comes out here, puts up a big showing. We'll take his over 16.5 points plus assists, minus 111 on FanDuel. I would play that to about minus 130. If this line moves, because I'm posting this, on Thursday night and the game's on Friday, you can take his over 11.5 points as an individual leg if maybe that's all your book offers. I don't mind his PRA line either. Now, let's move on to our bankroll builder. We've done really well on these this season, and we've done all right in the postseason. We've had some hits, some misses. The last game we had Derek White for 2 assists. Obviously had 2, and then they took it away. It wasn't his assist to give. But today we're going to a different one, different legs. But let's talk about him. Jaylen Brown, 20-plus points. Jaylen Brown, 2-plus assists. James Harden, 15-plus points. And Jason Tatum, over 6.5 rebounds. Now, you're going to see Harden on the cover, and we need him to step up. And I think if there were a leg to lose, it's probably Harden, 15-plus points. But I really do like him today. But personally, I know some people, we might look at all. Oh, this is plus 115 on DraftKings if I did not mention that. Now, you can go to Tatum 6 rebounds or 8 rebounds. If you're watching this, FanDuel might not have the alt rebound lines, which is how I took the over 6.5. Either way, I think Tatum gets 7, probably 8 rebounds today. He's always done well against the Sixers. But if you need some other legs, maybe you're a degenerate and you're like plus 115. That's not good enough. Let me get some other likes. Here's a couple other ones that I do like. Tobias Harris, 10 plus points. Harris, 4 plus rebounds. Harris to make a 3-pointer. Joel Embiid to get 6 plus rebounds, and Harden, 4 plus rebounds. I think all these guys are going to play a lot of minutes. But let's actually talk about the parlay that's on the screen and why do I like all 4 of these legs. Now, in game 2, we ran Jaylen Brown 20 plus points. He got it done for us. And this so far this series, he scored 23 and 25 points, and he's had 20 plus points in 6 of 8 playoff games. As I've talked before, Tatum, I think he's going to get a lot of defensive coverage here with PJ Tucker doubling him on drives. And we're going to see guys like Jaylen Brown have to step up. Jaylen Brown, 20 plus points in 62 of 75 games this season. That's 83% of the time. So I think he gets us 20 plus points. And then for the 2 plus assists, he's done that in all 8 playoff games so far this year. Had 9 potential assists last game, and he had 2 plus assists in 71 of 75 games. That's 95% of the time. He's going to play his minutes. I think he facilitates, does his thing. Now, as for James Harden, sure, he's coming off a dud game, a big 2 for 14 shooting. He got to the free throw line a good amount, which you like to see, but only 12 points. That's not going to cut it. However, he's had 15 plus in 4 of 6 games this postseason, and Joel Embiid's still not going to be 100% here. I think Harden has to step up, and I think he will. He has 15 plus points in 52 of 64 games. You saw last round against the Nets when they swept them. He had an 8-point game in there. He bounced back the next game and scored 21 points. I just don't see Harden shooting 2 for 14 from the field. He's obviously a reigning MVP. He's still very talented, as you can see from that game 1 45-point outburst. I think he can get us at least 15 points. And then Jason Tatum, we were relying on the rebounds, whether you're in the ladder challenge or you're doing it just for these bankroll builders. He's normally always consistently getting those rebounds. This series, 11 and 7 rebounds. Last game, as we talked about, only 19 minutes, still managed 7 rebounds. He's been a superb rebounder against Embiid. Not that he's going up guarding Embiid, but the fact that he's on the weak side grabbing rebounds, normally defending PJ Tucker. 7 plus rebounds in all playoff games. He's going to play probably 36 minutes. I don't see him getting into foul trouble again here. I think he can get it done. All 4 of these legs, plus 115. Hey, we'll take a chance to have it, put 1 unit on it to win back a little bit over 1.15 to be exact. Like, I like it. I like all 4 of these legs. Should be a close game. I think all these guys get their legs done. No alt unders today, but we'll do some alt unders in the future. Now, finally, to wrap it up, you know, our friends at Underdog Fantasy, we're talking about that Jaylen Brown free square. A reminder, make sure if you're going to sign up, use code COS to help support the channel. Get a 100% deposit match. Take advantage of that. I think I've said take advantage about 150 times this video, but hey, it's a 100% deposit match up to $100. It's free money for you guys to take advantage of. I said it again. Let's talk about this one. Jaylen Brown higher than 0.5 points. That's a free square. He'll get that. Marcus Smart higher than 16.5 points plus assists. Well, we hope he gets that. That's a regular play in this video. And then James Harden higher than 2.5 threes. Now, Harden is a lean that I did have, and I don't normally bet a lot of 3-point lines, but what I can bank on is Harden's going to fire it up. And hopefully he's getting these threes knocked down for our 15 plus points in our same game parlay. But look, Harden's threes was about minus 120, minus 125 on some bucks. And in the first 2 games of the series, 6 and 14 threes. He's going to attempt a bunch of them. I think he attempts closer to 8 to 9 to 10 today. And he went 0 for 6 in game 2. So of course he's kind of stopped shooting them, but he's gonna get the looks. He's James Harden back at home. I think he can knock down some. So we'll take his over through 2.5 threes. I think this has got a good chance. You're gonna 6 extra money with this one. I put $20 on it, which I believe is the max you can put on on this free square. Win 120. Sure, I like our chances at that. Those are my favorite plays of the day. As always, let me know your favorite plays down below in the description. If you want to check out my Nuggets and Suns video, I'll let you know. It's probably already live by now. Go check it out right now. It's linked there. You can see my favorite picks over there. Love you guys. Have a great Friday, and we'll be back again tomorrow for some more picks, and we'll recap then. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.